just days after a high-level meeting in Rome last week, during which Russia reiterated a grave warning to the United States, saying that Moscow will not tolerate American military intervention to topple the Venezuelan government with whom it's allied. It appears that Russia is taking no chances with its South American ally. They're saying that after this meeting, the Russian officials are stating that they assume that Washington treats our priorities seriously and our warnings. They're saying that at this point, there's a red line that's been drawn in the sand for America in terms of this. And now we hear that aid is arriving in Venezuela. Russian troops. We already knew that there was a corps there to protect Maduro himself from assassination, any other attempts. And now Maduro is saying that Guaido has been trying to engineer just that. Assassination attempts on him, take him out, any of the key guys around him. But they seem to think that before you're going to see any type of shots fired or attacks on Maduro's regime, they would literally want to go for a decapitation strike and try to take him out the very first blow. Because once you do, if you miss, it could be a whole bunch of different things go down. And then, if he's still in power running around and you've got Russian mercenaries and troops on the ground protecting him, you don't think if they try to bomb him, then that's not going to mean Russian troops aren't going to die? Sure they would, if they're around the area. As soon as that happens, we have a line that they're saying they just drew in the sand that is being crossed. All these proxy wars and mercenaries and all these things, but when it comes to what they call American troops, Russian troops, not mercenaries, but the troops themselves representing these countries, if American missiles are said to be responsible for killing Russian troops directly, you're talking about going right into the front lines of a war. And it's going to be this area. There won't be much talk of proxy to it, because you're going to have then straight up American and Russian militaries going at it in this area. And as soon as one Russian troop is killed or something like that, they could make an offensive move. They've already taken over an island off the shores of Venezuela specifically for refueling their bombers for long-range missions in the Americas. Now, what would that be for? They wouldn't be flying it down to Chile or the Patagonia. They would be flying up in our area to drop bombs, is what it would be, especially if their troops are getting killed. People just don't think it's possible. But yet you're sitting here watching the mounting up of just that. Mexico's not even allied with us in this whole thing. Now they're mounting up in Venezuela. So some of the latest information here, I wanted to share it with you guys. And there's more information here pertaining to all this, showing the journalists that were supplying this information are saying that this guy and others have showed up with 90 other servicemen aboard this flight. And this is some of the information that you get out here when you've got plane spotters and guys on the ground all over the place that do just this to get that information out there. And there they are right there. So certain factions are making moves here. When it comes to Venezuela, Rubio put that warning, again, saying that things are about to go down. So just the latest information here connected with this so everyone knows. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for the latest updates. This has been Dabu7. Much love, y'all.